Hey guys, Jamie Osborne here. Just got off the phone with one of the buyers that I've been working with lately, and we were talking about the situation that he finds himself in, which is having made 3 offers on 3 different properties in 3 weeks and getting beaten out by other higher offers in all 3 scenarios. The first time it was an offer that he kind of made that was not the most competitive offer. I told him that he needed to be higher if he wanted to snag the property, and he was like, if I don't get it, it's okay, and that's fine. So his offer wasn't that strong. The second one, though, he wanted. So we made a competitive offer, and then he got beat out by somebody higher. And then the last one we made actually was significantly above list price, and he still lost out. And so that's really what our conversation was about, because we just got the news. And his question to me is really like, how much is too much, Jamie? If I'm willing to offer this and somebody else is willing to offer this, I don't want to overpay for a property, but I feel like I'm going to have to. And my situation, or my advice back to him was really, it boils down to like how much he wanted. It's not like some magic number that I can pull out of the air. It's not some magic number that I can come up with to say, well, if you offer X number, X price over the list price, then you'll get the property. I mean, it kind of boils down to who else is making an offer and how badly they want it. If it's a property where you say, this is the one that I want, I'm willing to go, the extra mile to take that step to make it mine, well, then you need to be as high as you possibly can be and still feel comfortable moving forward. Also, you need to be as low as you can and still be comfortable as well. So you don't want to overpay for the property, but you got to be competitive when you're in a multiple offer scenario. So you got to make sure it's at least in the range. When it comes down to being comfortable, you want it to be high enough to where if it goes to somebody else, then you are completely okay with not getting that property, because that was your line in the sand. That was as high as you were willing to go. And if somebody else picks it up for $1,000 more, you're okay with that. Let them have that property at $1,000 more. But if you're in the scenario of I want the property, then yeah, you need to go as high as you possibly can and still feel comfortable. It's difficult for us as buyer's agents to tell you how high you can go, because the listing agent actually probably priced the property as high as they thought that they could get away with without having appraisal issues already. That's what makes it difficult, because maybe the property that you want is the highest 3.2 in all of that neighborhood. Maybe it's the highest dollar per square foot in all of High Point Terrace. And so it makes it difficult for us as buyer's agents to say, yeah, you can go higher than that, because the comps don't show it. But when it boils down to it, if you're in a multiple offer scenario, somebody's going to go that high. Somebody's going to take that property. And if you want it to be if you want to be the one that grabbed that property, then you've got to be willing to go as high as you're comfortable going. If you've been in this market any time in the last 2 to 3 years, you probably run into this scenario. There's just not enough properties out there. And I think it's going to get worse this spring. I think it's going to get worse this summer, especially in some of the hotter areas of town, some of the nicer areas of town. There's enough people out there looking right now that I think it's going to be even worse than it has been in years past. I mean, here we are in February. I've had 3 multiple offer scenarios with that buyer. I've got other buyers that are in multiple offer scenarios too. I mean, it's not unheard of, and it's going to get worse. December mortgage applications were up 4.5%. So I mean, it's going to be there. It's our job as real estate agents to find you a property at a that you want, a property that you want, and B, at a price that is fair. We'd love to get you a property at a great price that makes us look good. You love us more. You spread the word to your friends, that sort of thing. But sometimes when you're in a multiple offer situation, a great price is not attainable. You just have to make sure that when you're making that offer, it's still in your comfort zone. Whether you do get it or whether you don't get it, you need to be able to look back and be comfortable with what you did. Because buyer's remorse is real. It's not overpaying for some electronic thing and having buyer's remorse versus overpaying for the house and having buyer's remorse is 2 completely different things. It's different levels of buyer's remorse there, and you definitely don't want to be tied down for a 30-year mortgage with something that you feel like you overpaid with. So go in high, but not so high that you feel uncomfortable if they say yes, because it's all about you, the buyer. Anyway, That's all I got. Enjoy your Saturday. Cheers.